but I'm just praying to God that, you know, he's gonna come through and it's gonna turn out to be, you know, something that's not sinister, so to say. And so they're just gonna do an MRI today, and they're gonna take a biopsy of the lump. But yeah, I am extremely nervous about this one, I'm not gonna lie.
Who is he?
If you feel something off in your body, don't just always believe the doctors. You keep doing your research. Hey everyone, my name is Sharon, and thank you so much for being here. So I'm taking you along with me on this day. So at the moment I'm stuck in traffic. I am actually going for an appointment for my at the hospital. So some of you may or may not know, I was in hospital probably a couple of months ago, admitted with severe abdominal pain, and they reckon it's my muscle had tore, and there's a collection of blood which is called like a rectus sheath hematoma. So I went for an ultrasound probably 6 weeks ago, and it's still there, but it's a little bit smaller. So they're just going to do an MRI today, and they're going to take a biopsy of the lump to make sure that it is what they think it is. So I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm in good spirits, but I am really nervous, I'm not gonna lie. This whole week I've been very nervous. I've been having like you know, say butterflies in my stomach, but proper anxiety about it because I've never had a biopsy. So I am taking you with me, but I left, my appointment is at 8:45, but I left at 8 o'clock, and I'm still around the corner from our flat, and it's 30 minutes past 8 because the traffic is ridiculous. There's a lot of roadworks near where we are, so I'm really hoping that I don't miss it. But yeah, since giving birth to my daughter, I feel like I've been in hospital, like in and out of hospital, like all the time. And you know, I'm sort of like used to it, so I haven't been nervous. But with this one, I am extremely nervous. Extremely nervous. But I'm still, I still feel like, you know, bubbly. But yeah, I am extremely nervous about this one, I'm not gonna lie. Because there's a lot of uncertainty around it. It's something very rare to occur in where this actual lump is. So that's what's like, oh, it's a bit like nerve-wracking. But I'm just praying to God that, you know, he's gonna come through and it's gonna turn out to be, I'm praying that it's gonna turn out to be, you know, something that's not sinister, so to say. It's one of those things sometimes that I think we don't really talk about as women, about how your body goes through a lot. I mean, a lot through childbirth. When you go through childbirth, especially if you've had like a traumatic birth and delivery or pregnancy, the aftermath of it sometimes is like your body suffers a lot. And I think a lot of people don't talk about it, and I know now why a lot of people don't talk about it, because sometimes you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to revisit it, because there's a lot of trauma behind it, there's a lot of sadness around it, and that is one of the reasons for me as well. And I think my body is like taken a beating, and there's a lot of things, like a lot of few complications that have been happening here, there, and everywhere. And most of the time they say it could be to do with the childbirth. So, but to be honest, if I would still do it again, because I love my daughter, I love her, and you know, we are safe, we are here. Could do without the health problems, but you know what, it is what it is. Finally happy that they're sorting this out, because it's been a long time coming. So when I went for the ultrasound 6 weeks ago, the doctor there said that they were going to do a biopsy there and then, but I wasn't made aware that they were doing a biopsy. And I said, oh, I didn't know that I was having a biopsy, so I didn't even prepare myself for it, because I didn't know like what needed to be done, and my husband was going back to work, so I was going to be by myself for that day. So I said to him, can I call my husband to find out what we can do? And he said, oh no, you need to make a decision now, because I've got so many patients waiting. And I was like, well, this has just been sprung up on me, so I don't really know. I just need to ask my husband, because I will have the kids the whole day. So it's like, and then he was just like, you know what, I'm not going to pressure you. I don't want to put pressure on you. I'll book you in for 2 days time. So I was like, okay, fine, thanks. 2 days come, I didn't hear nothing. 6 weeks, like, I kept calling the hospital, kept calling my GP to figure out, there was nothing on the records. I ended up going to the doctor's GP the following, like a week ago, and I was explaining to him what happened, and then he booked me in, and then I've got an appointment today. So there's been a lot of things going on within the NHS where, yeah, things haven't been dealt with accordingly. So okay guys, I literally just made it to the hospital. I hope I don't get a ticket, but I was like bombing it down. There was traffic everywhere, so I had to take like the side roads to get here on time, but I made it. Had my scan done already. I had an MRI. I forgot how loud those things are. It was super loud, but it was actually okay because I didn't have to be super, deep inside the tunnel. But yeah, it was actually okay. I was quite relaxed because normally when I have had it before, I've had it for my head, and I'm normally like shaking because one, it's cold and it's like nerve-wracking just having this thing over your head. But this time it was actually all right. So I am just waiting now for the second part of the appointment to get the biopsy. So I'm waiting for Tommy to come here so that he can get in there with me. I wanted Tommy to be in there with me because sometimes I feel like when they're doing these procedures, some doctors look at you as like a single black woman, and you kind of get fobbed off and try asking questions, and they just try and rush you. So I just wanted Tommy to be in there so that he can just a manly presence. So I'm just hoping that he'll be here on time. So his dad is coming to drop him here, and then his dad's gonna look after Araya while we're in the biopsy thing. So thank goodness for grandparents, so yeah, just waiting. He's here.
What's up, guys?
That's my husband.
Good, loyal, caring husband that's always there in a time of need. I'm here. I'm at the hospital.
What he said.
I've got business to handle, but business can wait. I'm here in the hospital to be beside my wife.
I feel calmer. You know what I'm saying? It's always nice to have someone to hold your hand when you're going through these things. So it's just a waiting game, yeah?
Sorry, but what I was saying to Sharon though, she's just come out of an MRI scan. I would find the MRI scan a lot more scary than the biopsy because that tiny little space, I've had one before for my back and I freaked out. Well, I didn't freak out, but I was on the verge of freaking out.
I think he literally full on had a silent panic attack.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I had a silent panic attack. Yeah. I would want someone with me for that, but everyone's different. People got their own different anxieties and fears.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just don't like that. I don't mind. I didn't mind the MRI because I just closed my eyes, like I said, and just imagine I was on a beach somewhere just relaxing.
That's what I'll do next time. Well, hopefully, I don't have to have an MRI anytime soon. But if I ever have to have another one, then I'm just gonna close my eyes, pretend I'm in Miami.
Yeah. I've been here from 8:40, 8, 9, 10, 11. What we're now? Yeah, so almost 3 hours just doing this. But I'm glad it's like everything is just in one day instead of like chopped in 2 different days.
Yeah, me too. It's less disruptive.
Yeah, less disruptive. Get it over and done with, and then grandparents just come once. They don't have to drive, miles for like twice basically. So it's not going to be painful.
Oh, you won't feel anything.
Oh, there it is. There's that doctor. That's him. That's him.
You got him doing it.
I hope it's not him doing it. I really hope it's not him doing it.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't like his vibe. Lord Jesus, please pray. I pray. I have a feeling it's going to be him.
Are you racist?
No, he just didn't treat me. He was just very abrupt. You know, one of those doctors that are just very abrupt and
I've
just
had it.
pushy and just not that considerate. And he said that he was going to book me for the biopsy for 2 days' time, and it's been 6 weeks that he hasn't booked me in for it.
But I'll say to him, why have you been mistreating my wife like this? Bruh.
I won't say it. Yeah, I'll say it before after the biopsy, so that he doesn't jack me up.
I wouldn't say anything.
I'm going to say something.
You just got to think they are under a lot of stress and pressure.
But their job is to look after people's lives.
Yeah, a bit
pressure or not.
People skills is nice. It is a nice thing to have, but you don't always get it from NHS doctors. So.
No, like if it's too much, then don't be in the NHS. Simple. Give people that actually have a heart for people the job. Sorry, a bit of a rant over. But yes, I have a feeling it's him.
Probably, you just seen him walk into the surgery, so...
Just before my time as well.
But at least you got this relaxing piano music to
I don't know, it sounds a bit eerie.
Yeah, when they're playing all this, like, Dracula music.
Yeah, it sounds very Dracula-ish, like you're going to see someone like,
Who is thee?
Yeah, you thought they'd have some nice kind of, like electric piano vibes, some soul music, you know.
Not like...
Oh, yeah, a harp. Maybe that's too, like, heavenly.
Oh, I'll deal with heavenly. But this is like a bit somber. Like, look at how that man's walking there. He's like,
You guys hear this music?
The crescendo.
Yeah. Oh well, each their own.
Yeah.
Could have had a better choice of music.
I think it's random people that go and play, so anyone can go and play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so whatever that person's feeling, that's what they're playing, I guess.
So why couldn't we have Scott Storch in there?
You go and play it.
He could have played some bangers.
Who that is?
Oh, look who's here.
Araya. What are you doing? I didn't expect to see you here. Guys, that was the most... Actually, it's probably not the worst procedure I've ever had, but it's horrible. It's not the best because the way... I didn't realize it was going to be that rough. I didn't like it. Yeah. Yo. I ask you one thing. Do you remember me?
I like fun.
I miss you.
I like
fun. You like the dirty van? Did you go in the dirty van with Daddy?
Hooray! That's the dirty fun.
There's something about going in your dad's van, like when your dad's got a van, because you don't actually get to do it that much. It's like, I don't know, it's like a little trip.
Yeah, she loves riding in my work van, even though it's like
filthy.
This Mercedes-Benz is not good enough for her. She likes the work van.
No.
But, you know.
Even Aurora's a bit like that. When it's different because obviously I'm always driving them, so it's different because they've got you driving them in a different vehicle.
Yeah.
So it's like a little adventure for them. I'm so glad Tommy was there because I don't. And you know what, guys? Before, when I was supposed to have this done, I had gone in there. Well, you were there, but initially when I was supposed to have it, they said, "Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You can drive after it." What was he talking about? How would I have drove? I probably would have been able to, but I don't think it's safe.
If you're in pain, no.
I'm in pain, and like I'm a bit disorientated, like not disorientated, but like dizzy from it. I think because I had so much adrenaline, you know, that kind of thing where you start shaking. That was what was happening. But I'm so glad that he was there because the doctor was talking about the possibilities of what it could be, and I didn't really even take it in. So at least this one was there.
Yeah, I wasn't able to really sit too close to Sharon while she's having it done. They wouldn't let me too close, but yeah, there was a doctor in there, and the doctor was able to just talk me through a couple of things. So, because I'm like with medical stuff, I got to Google stuff. I got to do my research, and yeah, he just kind of talked me through like the possibilities. So yeah, it's just good to know, or good to have an idea of
Yeah.
of what's going on, really.
But what do you think of his service? Do you believe me now about the guy, that doctor?
Like, he was okay with me because he was giving me information, but I know what you mean. He
It's just a bit.
wasn't the most welcoming person.
No.
He was, yeah, a little bit dry, a little bit kind of sarcastic, I guess. But
Yeah.
But in fairness, you know, I don't want to knock him because he did give me information.
No, he did give the
He did
information,
talk me
but
through.
it's just a bit. It's not what I'm used to.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a woman and you're, well, man or woman, and you're scared about procedure, you do want a little bit of tender.
Yeah, reassuring.
Yeah, a little bit of, even if they can't reassure you, just to be gentle and kind to you. That's you want a bit of kindness, don't you?
Yeah, like the healthcare assistant that was in there, she was brilliant, and the guy that did the thing, the procedure of it, the biopsy, he was good as well.
Yeah, the doctor was just kind of had his.
It's just did his thing. But honestly, guys, like, I don't know what they mean. Like, oh, it's just a little needle. Yeah, it is, but the force that they have to use, it's like I literally feel sick.
I just saw my wife got shanked.
I know.
Juked. I can't go.
Oh, you can't go. Yeah, so it was like it goes in, but then he starts like wriggling it like hard. I don't know why they had to do the wriggle bit.
Because they have to snip. So she didn't even look at the tool they use. So
No.
if you haven't seen a biopsy, it's basically, you might want to cover your ears if you're a bit squeamish, but if you're not and you want to know, here it goes. It's like a pair of scissors, but like with a long thin needle on it. So obviously they stick the needle in you, and I guess they snip a bit of the tissue that they need to remove. So it's kind of weird. I didn't really see him put it in. I was trying to look down, but when he did pull it out, it was basically kind of obviously covered in blood, and then they wash off the blood in this like solution, but then there's like a little bit of the tissue they've removed like left behind on the end of the thing, which I saw. So I kind of it's kind of weird, but I'm not too squeamish. It's just the thought of him pushing it in, I was a little bit like I kind of looked down at that bit. But.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But yeah, you just feel. I think it's probably what I'm feeling now. It's probably just the calm down from the adrenaline, and because I didn't eat as well, that probably doesn't help. So I literally feel quite faint. So
yeah,
I need to eat something.
Adrenaline definitely does that to you. It's it can make you feel like really weird. Like you say, when you come down from adrenaline, you feel weird and shaky.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt in the MRI.
Oh, the MRI.
Ill. When I come out of the MRI, I felt like dizzy, a little bit traumatized.
Sick.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know if I was nauseous, but I was definitely dizzy, and like my head was just spinning. And I think it's just the adrenaline for 20, 25 minutes, whatever it was. So it's probably similar.
But yeah,
It's that part of it's over with.
like, why don't you just go and study to be a doctor? Like, I think you love it, really.
I don't love it. I just get
it.
fascinated, and I have to.
You love it.
I have to like
Be a doctor, please.
I have to look into things, but
and open our own surgery.
Got
Dr.
it.
Tommy, that's got a nice ring to it. Where we going?
Mommy, nappy's so clean.
Your nappy's so clean.
Nappy's so.
Say thanks, Daddy.
nappies.
Thanks, Daddy.
That's okay. My nappy's hella clean.
Nappy's so clean.
Babe.
Nappy's so clean.
So clean. So guys, we changed environment. We're back in the car, but we're in Mr. DMO's van. So he has to run some errands to get some
Stuff.
material for his day tomorrow. So I decided to come out. I could have stayed home and chilled, but I was just a bit concerned with Araya going with him because she keeps trying to kick the gear stick.
Yeah, I had to do the school run this morning in this van because Sharon took the car to the hospital.
Yeah.
We met them at the hospital and took the car back. Anyway, she was trying to kick the gear stick, press the buttons, take herself out of the seatbelt. So.
Yes.
And we can have a nice little chat, spend a bit of time together.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We hardly spend time together like these days. We literally just probably see each other like good full 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
I swear. That's what it feels like. I hardly see my own husband. I feel like a single married woman, you know?
way sometimes.
Excuse you? It's not by choice.
When I'm out on the Raz, I feel like I'm single.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm joking.
Act like it and see what happens. Do you like being in the car with Daddy and Mommy?
We drink.
She said, "Do you like the dirty van?" She loves the dirty van. Well, you guys have kind of get established that at this point in the video, I'm sure.
But yeah, it feels so weird. It always does feel weird when we don't have Aurora with us. It's like, I feel guilty. It's like, you feel guilty, don't you?
Well, to be honest, I did say Aurora could stay off school tomorrow, but...
Yeah, he did. But she would have said no anyway. She would have refused because she loves school, that girl.
She does, yeah.
She likes being in school. Say, we're going to the tile shop.
Tile shop.
That's right.
Tile shop.
To get some tiles.
To the tile shop.
Tile shop. Where are you? Tile shop.
Get some materials.
These girls love their daddy, honestly. Like, I feel like I'm just like an extra in this house.
They
Like,
don't get to see me as much.
girls and their dads, it's so true. So like, men, I know like men, you all want like, I want a son. But sons, they're all about their moms.
Yeah, true.
Pray for a girl. If you want, a child that's gonna be like all over you and like daddy this, daddy that, pray for a daughter, because them girls are loyal to the dads.
They are.
That's what I'm saying.
They are.
You know?
They love you as well, though. They got their... Like, Araya late at night, she wants her mummy, doesn't she?
Yeah. So they want their mummies for comfort. Mummy's there, like when they hurt themselves, mommy. Doing the nurturing.
Daddies are just there for shenanigans, basically.
Yes. Yeah. For the not so serious things. I guess. We're back home now. I feel like I've run a marathon. Like even my legs feel like tense. Because when I was in there just about to get the biopsy, my knees like shake. Every time I'm like super nervous or something happens, like it's my knees that go, you'll see that I'm nervous because my knees start shaking. So that was happening. I couldn't stop. It was just uncontrollable. So I just feel like I just rest. I just need to rest. So Tommy's just said like, go and lie down. I'll cook. Just rest for the rest of the day. I was like, thanks. I won't argue with that. Marriage is a beautiful thing, guys. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Don't let anyone fool you. Don't anyone say that it's not a beautiful thing. It has its ups and downs. I'm not going to lie. It's got its challenges. We have our arguments. We have our disagreements. We have our moments where we don't talk to each other. But at the end of the day, we come together and we say like, at the bottom of it, at the end of the day, we love each other. This is just a disagreement. Let's not make this thing tear us apart. We care for each other. We respect each other. So, and we look out for each other. So that's the thing about marriage, that you have to remember that you will have your difficult seasons. Some seasons might be longer than others, honestly. But you just have to ride it out. So I'm so grateful that, he's here looking after me and the kids and cooking for us. And I know even tomorrow he's going to come back and cook for us after work. And he's been doing this a lot more this past couple of years since Araya has been born. He's been actually more hands-on in the cooking side, even though I give him stick about not doing anything else. But in all honesty, it's quite a big thing that, he does that after work, coming to cook for me. While, sometimes I may not be able to do it because either I'm in pain or just haven't had the time to do it. So yeah, marriage is a beautiful thing, because when you're weak, your other half will pick up on the things that you can't do, and vice versa. When he's feeling it, I step in wherever where he's can't do it. So yeah, it's teamwork. That's what it is. It's teamwork. Honestly, guys, if you feel something off in your body, your body. No one else can tell you anything. You may go to the doctors back and forth and they'll say to you, there's nothing there, or they may call you a hypochondriac, which they start saying that about me. because I just kept complaining about these stomach pains. They couldn't find anything. And I was like, I know there's something off. There is something off. Even God gave me dreams about this. Like, before I was admitted to hospital, let me tell you this actually real quick. I had a dream that I was in so much pain in my stomach, and I could see this like lump in the dream, like in my stomach. And I was in my bed. And funny thing is, that's where the pain actually started. In real life, I was in bed when I felt the pain. So in the dream, that's what happened. I could see that there was a lump in my stomach. And then 2 weeks before I actually went into the hospital, I could see myself. I was in a corridor. Now I'm thinking about it, looks like a hospital, and I was throwing up, like vomiting. And 2 weeks later, that's when the pain started, and I was admitted to hospital. And while I was at the hospital in the corridor waiting to be seen, that's when I actually vomited. So these things played out, and I know a lot of people are going to say like, oh no, you need to pray it off, but sometimes these things are just going to happen. But God is showing you that these things are going to happen, but you'll be fine, and just to show you so that you don't freak out. So it's just about taking the dream seriously, praying about it, of course, and just waiting on God to show you and direct you what it is. Sometimes you may not even know what it is until that thing happens. But when the things happen, trust me, you will remember it like, this is it. This is what's happening here. And this is what happened exactly with everything that I saw in my dreams exactly happened. At the same time, not every dream is what's going to come to pass. You have to decipher it. You have to lean into the Holy Spirit to ask him, like, is this what's going to happen, or is it just something else? Because sometimes when we're fearful of something, we can dream about those things. If you feel something off in your body, don't just always believe the doctors. You keep doing your research and keep trusting that feeling, and keep going, keep nagging until they do something. And in a way, I'm grateful that this pain thing happened, because if it didn't happen, I think they would have carried on just telling me that it's nothing, because they couldn't feel it. When I was saying to them, I can feel something, it's harder on my right side than it is on the left, and they kept feeling it. They was like, oh, there's nothing, I can't feel anything, until they did the scans, and then there it was, that lump is there. So trust what you feel in your body, guys. And thank you so much for all your prayers. So it's 2 weeks actually. I have to wait 2 weeks for the biopsy to have a conclusive answer to know what it actually is. I will keep you guys posted. And yeah, thank you so much for your prayers and your encouragement. I will see you guys in another video.